back. I know you're tracking her. You're doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
But I'm getting confused. It's just too much
information.
Go ahead, Suzanne.
It's a lot of information. Okay, so Theresa, Janet is asking me to put into chronological order. You give us the information about the children, the people that you meet that are important, that are the heart surgeons that connect you with a job to be an apartment manager, and they take and work it out for you on paper that you get your GED and you finish your requirements for school. And so you're working as an apartment manager. Where are you living? Because your husband is with you, but he's going to work at NASA. Where are you living? Theresa?
I'll let the important part
out. Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm there.
Hold on.
What happened? Yes.
The baby.
It goes too fast. I'm still stuck back. I'm stuck back that you didn't know you were pregnant. I want to know what happened that you finally figured out you were pregnant. I mean, you popped out 4 kids, and it's like, you're still pregnant in the swimming pool. So we go back and
all right, well, let's go back.
Why doesn't your husband? When did your husband marry you? Let Suzanne ask because she's going to get you in line. Stop and let the person ask the question, and that gets you focused. Okay.
Go
Suzanne,
back. I want to go back because I need to go back to where I broke my tooth. I need to go back where I was a spinneret and I broke my tooth, and John gets killed.
What year are we talking about?
I'm at the house when he gets killed.
Year?
I'm outside in the car.
What year?
Janet, let me see if I can find it.
It all happened.
Let me find this piece of information.
Stop! My head hurts. Help!
Okay.
Go ahead, Suzanne. Take to the helm.
Theresa.
I'll become a private investigator. I start to work for an investigator. That's important because
I know it is.
Right there, all this is happening. See, what gets mixed up is all this important stuff is happening in Houston at the same time. And I get this is how I get my job with Newton Schwartz.
Okay, so let me take you. Let me take
I'm an investigator. At 16, I become Charlie's Angel. I really do. I become a Charlie's Angel.
Let me take you through it.
Please.
Let's go through it one slow piece at a time. Have you got a bottle for that baby kitten that you're feeding there?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll feed the kitty. Hold on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You're hungry again every 2 hours. Okay. All right. So,
so
everybody's going to get to tell their story, right? Because I'm not the only one.
No. Promise I'll show you.
Next if you want me to.
Okay. So here's where you try and rush through the process, and I think it's kind of funny that we have to take a little break and get some formula for the baby kitten, and I can hear him drinking away now, so it's good. Okay. So Theresa, do you understand that your block in this piece of material, the block about discussing the sequential time frame in this period, is because you didn't like the amount of time and energy it took to become pregnant, give birth, take care of the baby, get pregnant again. I mean, you got pregnant once a year for 4 years in a row, so that by the time you were 21 years old, you had 4 children.
Let's see. Well, I was being an investigator, and I was happy. I was driving a Cadillac, all this excitement, John and Joan. John was supposed to kill Joan, my best friend. I was all involved, and the rich people were having me come over because I broke my tooth at the Warwick Hotel, and I was a spinneret, and we were dancing the can-can, and all the people about the oil embargo, and they're going to raise the price to $5 a gallon, and it was crazy. And I was listening to all this, so I was trying to be smart. And Percy Foreman, my grandma hired Percy because I broke my tooth at the Warwick Hotel. So that's how Grady Hallman and them gave me that job when I got married. It was a big scandal. We went to Christmas with John Hill. We were singing. It's all happening at the same time. It's crazy in Houston, but these are real rich people. It's a big scandal. Oh shit.
Okay, so when you digress in your story, Theresa, you digress in your story is the part where we're trying to understand how you managed to work this hard impress the government and pop out babies. And I mean, most women struggle with giving. Okay.
Who's watching the kids? What do you do?
Who's watching the kids?
Your husband's a pastor. Who's watching
My
the
mom
kids?
helped me. My mom helped me, and I had a daycare center.
Okay, good. Okay, that explains that. Okay, when did you get married to your husband?
November 10th, 1967.
Okay, had you given birth at that time, or were you about to give birth?
I was a pregnant bride. Remember, I was Poochie already. I was pregnant. I'm
Okay,
not
good.
proud of it.
Hey, today.
But remember, he didn't want to go to. Remember, he didn't want to come back in a body bag. He was crying to me about being butt naked. I bought his sad story. So apparently, he knew how to do it because apparently, but no, that was his plan to get me pregnant.
Let me tell you a little historical thing that you might not be aware of. But to get out of Vietnam War back in the 60s, you had a baby. So he knew what to do. He got you pregnant so he could avoid Vietnam War.
Yeah, he was smart. He was smart. Thank God he was smart enough. Okay, so you're pregnant and you get married, and you're 16 years old when you get married, or 17?
I don't know. I was real mature for my age. You know, I see that newspaper. Debra's got it in Kentucky. I was real pretty and tall and smart, but let's see. I was born 12/26/51. I was in the high 11th grade. Had to get my GED. I got to go to the music room in where Joan lived. I remember being there. We were going to dinner the night he was killed. The people killed him. We were out, and there's cops everywhere. So that's important to me because I became an investigator on that case because I knew it.
Got killed.
So Janet, let me review. Let me do this piece there, okay?
Sure.
You know, so here's what you do.
Got killed.
Okay, so wait a second here. This is what you do. You take and you get down to the pieces of yeah, it was. Yeah, it's difficult for us to talk about it. So I promise I won't embarrass you or do anything that might make you feel ashamed. Okay, good.
I'm pretty embarrassed right now.
No,
this is radio.
No, it's not. Let me tell you something. Holly Madison recently got divorced, but her husband wouldn't marry her unless she could get pregnant. And so today a man wants the woman he's with to get pregnant first, and then after they have that first baby, then he proposes to the woman, and then they get pregnant.
It was not good, but I didn't I was a virgin, okay? I didn't know what sex was. Nobody told me.
Okay. I'm sorry they didn't tell you, but let's get past the humiliation. He did it, the guy you were with, Steve, I think you said his name was, he did it to protect himself because everybody knew that if you went to Vietnam, you could die, and those were some of the worst years of the Vietnam War. So he was smart.
And all the rich people were in on it. I think he told the musicians. I think he told John Hill, Grady Hallman, Bakey, Cooley, Denton Cooley, all those doctors. I think they were all in on it.
So who died?
John.
Tell us, John. Who's John?
Joan died.
Who is he?
My friend, Joan.
Who are these people?
Joan was not racehorse. Joan was my friend from Louisiana.
Okay.
But she rode horses with me. My dad, she asked my dad one day at Pin Oaks if we could ride horses together. And Steve and I, my boyfriend, on Saturday went sometimes and would ride with me and Joan. We both wore ponytails. She said I reminded her of her. She liked me because we both wore ponytails, and we both rode horses. And she asked Charlie Thomas, my stepdad, if she could have me be in her little club for girls and Spinneret.
Okay, now
she died.
I have a question for you. So slow down for a second. Slow down. When you talk about that memory of Joan and you both having your ponytails and riding horses, do you have a memory of somebody photographing you riding the horse?
Yeah, somewhere on the trail between the horses and the man. She had a black man that always took care of our horses. Yeah, somebody took the picture. How'd you know that?
I can see it when you're talking about it. I can see the person at another position, taking the picture of the two of you, and I see the two of you move down the trail in harmony with one another, and your horses are in sync, and you feel free. I can see it. So talk about the feeling of freedom, how free you feel riding on the horse, being in control of this large animal, and you look beautiful and you know it. Talk about that for just a second and center yourself back into the memory.
Okay, I'm there. It's mid-afternoon. Okay. What about it?
Okay.
I know that feeling really good.
Okay,
it's
good.
implanted.
Good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's really good. Okay. Where is the camera?
There's a man over in the tree line because the dirt is dark. You know, it's like they put it's for horses, and it's like but we're tromping along there as usual. I don't know if he was with the newspaper or who he was, but yeah, I can see him. But what about it though? What's important about that?
Well, it's important because you remember being photographed, and you remember how you looked, you remember how your friend looked, you remember the road you were on. The memory is very clear. It's clear in your physical body, it's clear in your emotional body, it's clear in the sense of who you are in the relationship. It's a very clear moment, and I want you to enter it with everything you have and remember the feeling of knowing that you're photographed. Just remember.
Yeah, I was important to everybody and everything, and Joan, and she was real rich, and yeah, the Spinnerettes, we were all beautiful, chosen girls. You know, we were cliquey, we were chosen. You know, Joan chose us, and I got chosen by her like she was proud I was in the Spinnerettes. But anyway, it all went to hell in a handbasket. So
No. We're not going to concentrate on that memory. We're going to get you into a really good memory that makes you feel really powerful, and then we're going to go forward.
Pregnant.
All right.
But I get to be an investigator for the first time. You know, Charlie Plains. What was his name? It wasn't
so tell me
Charlie
the date.
Plains.
Tell me the date. What?
It was in the summer before I got married, or was it after? Because I did. What it is Percy Foreman. He worked as a private investigator, and I broke my tooth. I wasn't married yet. It was all happening the same summer. Oh, my God. John Hill came to see me. Oh, my God. I remember him coming in the bungalow. He tried to rape. Oh, I shouldn't say that. He tried to make out with me. He made the other girls leave in the bungalow at Warwick. Oh, my God. I forgot that. I remember now.
Recovered memory.
Oh, my God. I never
had
sex, and he knew it because of Steve. So he was in on Steve getting me pregnant, or knew I was already pregnant. But I wasn't pregnant because I was in my can uniform, and we were doing the sheiks at the Warwick, the oil guys, you know, with, you know, George Bush kind of, you know, Houston Oil and all that. So it was, oh, my God, he came by there and ran those girls out. I remember that.
Okay.
And I got really scared.
Was he the one who photographed you later?
Maybe so. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, because we think he killed Joan.
Okay. So now do you get why you wanted to push past these memories and just push into the next chapter?
I almost got raped by John, and I felt really bad for Steve. I remember him. I was in that can uniform, but then I wound up being an investigator on this whole case. It changed my whole life. Yeah, I became an investigator for this guy for my own case. What?
TJ, how did you get him off of you? How did you escape getting raped?
He was. I liked him. I loved John. He was Joan's husband. He was gorgeous, and he was really sweet, and he was wealthy, and we went to his house all the time, and we partied. We went up in the music room he built, you know, and we listened to also Sprach Zarathustra, you know, 2001 Space Odyssey, and he played the baritone, he played the piano, and he was he was gorgeous. Everybody loved him.
He knew you liked him. He knew you thought he was attractive, and he had a rapport with you. But he didn't ask you to have sex. He just was going to force himself. So this is a big, attractive, full-grown man. How did you get him off of